The vaults were empty. The doors were closed. The alarms were silent. And there was an irreversible fact. Hundreds of millions of pounds were now outside the system. This wasn't a moment of panic. This was the silence after everything was already over. No one had run. No one had shouted. Nothing had been broken. But inside, something was never coming back. There was no turning back from this point. Not long before, everything had been ordinary, cold, ordered, calm. In one of Europe's most stable financial systems, the daily routine of a major bank continued without interruption. Security cameras were active. Procedures were in place. People did their jobs and went home. Ordinariness is dangerous because it creates a sense of safety, and safety stops people from questioning. This happened in 2004, in Northern Ireland. The target was Northern Bank. This was not an ordinary branch. It was one of the region's largest cash centers. The amount that disappeared that night was approximately £26.5 million. But money wasn't the real issue. The real question was this: how did something this big happen so quietly? The plan wasn't complex, but it was precise. Everything started before the doors, before the vaults, before security. It started with people, because the hardest way into that bank was never the walls, it was the humans. The robbers didn't force their way inside. Weapons weren't used to defeat alarm systems. The threat didn't happen inside the bank. The threat started in the bankers' homes. Doors were knocked on. Phones rang. A calm, controlled message was delivered. No resistance was expected. No heroics were requested. Only obedience. And when people think of their loved ones, systems lose their meaning. But there was a detail no one noticed. This plan didn't rely on a single action. It relied on multiple small decisions stacked on top of each other. A password, a door, a procedure bent just slightly. None of them were catastrophic alone, but together, they were irreversible. When they entered, there was no panic, no rush. The vaults weren't forced open. They weren't blown apart. They weren't broken. The correct keys were used by the correct people. It took hours, and no one noticed, because the system still looked like it was working. The real problem wasn't technology. The cameras were functioning. The alarms were active. But the system was built on one assumption: that people would follow the rules under all circumstances. That assumption was wrong. By the time the theft was discovered, it was too late. The money was gone. The trails were cold. An investigation began. But answers were incomplete. Who did it? How did they move so freely? Why did no one stop them? There were no clear answers. Some names were mentioned, some organizations were implied, but the story was never fully closed, because this wasn't a story about perpetrators. It was a story about a system. The Northern Bank Heist wasn't something done in a single night. It was the result of months of patience, human psychology, and blind faith in security. This didn't just happen to them. Under the right conditions, it could have happened to anyone. And perhaps the most disturbing truth was this: this crime was possible because the system assumed people would never break. The real crimes aren't over. See you in the next case.